Hi gang, I'm bored and I have this ridiculous Nerf gun. So I'm gonna play a game called Weird Nerf Gun Challenge. So my first target is all the way in there. Can you see little Han Solo? That's target number 1. Alright, got you guys put up on the tripod. So here we go. This is so ridiculous. I am such a child. Pretty close. Well, I clearly failed the sniper challenge. Wait, I don't even think this is in focus. Oh well, it was fun. I'll try it again later, maybe a different target. Something a little easier to hit. Alright, good night guys. Well, hello folks. I am getting ready for my big trip up to Sanford Lab tomorrow, which is going to be really, really fun. I'm going up there with a field trip. Oh, sorry, I'm looking around for stuff that I need to make sure I have with me. Going up there with a field trip that is sponsored by the university. Let's see, batteries are charging. I don't think I'm going to need tripod, plates. GoPros are both charging. Oh, what am I missing? What am I missing, guys? Tell me, what am I missing? Oh, that's useless, because this has already happened by the time you're seeing this. Yeah, I'm going up there tomorrow to photograph this field trip. It's going to be, a bunch of, I think, geology students are going to go down, deep into the old mine shafts and see what there is to see. I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing, but I get to go along and take pictures of them and take pictures while I'm down there, so that's going to be really, really fun and really cool and an incredible opportunity. And they said I can bring you guys along to, obviously to do what I do and document my adventures. So that's going to happen. That will be pretty much all day tomorrow. So it's going to be a good day. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
The cage ran on a strict schedule. If you missed your cage, it was like missing a bus. You didn't go to work that day. So we're going to walk down this ramp. We've actually divided the ramp in half lately because we have a unit heater outside that pushes hot air to the shaft to help keep the shaft from freezing when it gets so cold. We cover the shaft and run this heat in there. So it's going to be quite warm around the corner, but it is divided. But if you can visualize benches on each side with the miners all lined up to 1,000 miners here at the gates and the Ross going underground on each ship in the heyday. Right now we use it for the passageway to get to the cage being the elevator type conveyance that would get people in and out from underground. We're not going to be going on that today. We'll be taking the vans down to Kirk Canyon and walking in. There's 2 adits or openings in the side of the hill. We're going to walk in the east adit, the Kirk adit, to go to the 300 level, at least to give you the experience of being underground and look at some of the unique geological formations there. There's 2 methods of communication. We have telephones and radios, and they use the radios to communicate with the voice operator to tell them where to go and what to do. So, and also close those double doors. this, you can see these big yellow doors, that's the shaft right there.
Can I get a picture of everybody in front of the shaft?
Sure.
That's cool. Wow.
Right?
I know the iron is the red rusty color, and the yellow comes from the mineral, the white comes from the mineral.
Whoa. That's cool.
Has anyone ever been to Mammoth Hot Springs in Yellowstone?
Yep.
Where that, you know, that stuff's all built up or something?
It's about a 0.25.
Or next to slide, we just the discharge of this pipe.
I think it's right here by or something.
Sometimes. It's like a ribbon. That water drips down the iron. It looks like bacon.
It's not it's leaching out of the rock.
Now, the ground support that you see in here, you see these bolts.
Cool. Oh, I'm getting dripped on.
They drill a hole slightly smaller than this bolt, and then they use their handheld jackleg drill machine to drive that bolt into the rock. You look in there, it's a steel tube with a split all the way down the middle. And
That's really cool.
you start imagining things. I kept thinking, oh, I see a light coming, and then you go, no, I don't. And then when the light finally really did come, the train came by. What I was staring at, thinking I saw a light coming, was just the other wall. You know, I wasn't looking down the track at all. But if you turn your lights off, but make sure you're in a good spot. And then remember, there's two. Some of the cap lamps, there's two settings. And any light. Like,
You just had it. There you go.
You know, a couple more cap. You got one. We can shut those other cap lamps off. One more little. There you go.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now I can even right now. I'm seeing things blow.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
But then you sit here too long, your eyes will start playing on you. Okay, I'm getting scared. I'm kidding.
Now I know why.
So most of the rock classes is kind of a phyllite, maybe to a schist. Okay.
Is where the gold is found. And those folds in our vocabulary here at the homestake are numbered from east to west. And the lower the number, that's the lowest ledge. The first ledge, or one ledge, was called main ledge.
Okay.
And main ledge, then the ledges that we actually mined in were main ledge, 7 ledge, 9 ledge, 11 ledge, 13 ledge, 15 ledge, 17 ledge, 19 ledge, 21 ledge.
Punishment ledge.
And what was that?
19 ledge. Punishment ledge.
Punishment ledge, yes. Deep level trash. And we actually had found 23 ledge that we were working at. And so that's kind of, and each ledge is about 150 feet between a ledge, so it would be about 300 feet between those mining areas, plus or minus, because they're not straight by any means. They're all kind of squiggle around. And you know, at the end of the mining cycle here at Homestake in 2001, there were still identified 47 million ounces of reserve gold. But the problem with it was not in large group areas of mine. It was like sprinkled in between areas or in leftovers in those ledges. It already costs too much to go after those little pods of the 47 million ounces. Although there is another ledge to the east yet, a main ledge, and that's called the Caledonia. And if you look up on the rhyolite ridge, off to the east of that high rhyolite ridge at the open pit, or the open cut, that's the Caledonia. It's about 150 to 300 feet to the east, and that outcrops with gold, and we were just getting ready to mine that outcropping a pretty high grade ore from about the 800 foot level down to the 2600 level on kind of the east side of the Yates.
Does anybody know how old these rocks are, roughly? They're Precambrian. What does that mean? Pretty old. I'm pretty sure Precambrian, that's exactly what it means. Pretty old.
1.71 billion.
These rocks around here, the metamorphic rocks in the center of the Black Hills, range from 1.7 to 2.6 billion years old. So some of the rocks in the middle of the Black Hills are half the age of the Earth, okay? Which is rather awesome. Around here, I think they're about 1.7. I don't know if you would know.
I can't remember back that far.
Yeah, I think they're about 1.7 billion years around here.
Dirt was clean and rocks were soft.
In the book that I read, it said like 2.51 to 1.71 billion years.
Yes.
But it ranges like the whole northern hills.
All the way through. I don't know how old you get in the northern hills. I know that most of it at the surface is about 1.7 billion years old. I know as you go towards the southern hills, you get towards the 2 billion year old rock, and there's actually Little Elk Creek has the oldest metamorphic rock, which is 2.5, 2.6 billion years old. So that's what's forming in this area at that time. So about 2 billion years ago, you're looking at a kind of ocean setting where you're going to have muds and you're going to have sands that then got, that ocean material got squashed between two land masses coming together. So it's odd to think of that right now we're in the middle of a continent, but at the time we weren't. We were at the edge of a continent. Okay, and we got two plates colliding and creating a mountain range. That mountain range, over the next roughly 1 billion years, would have been eroded down roughly flat before we get the next lot of rock that we find in the hills. The next rocks we find are roughly about 500 million years old. So we're looking at a time gap of about 1.2 billion years. What do we call a time gap in the rocks? Those of you in physical geology and about to have an exam. Yeah, an unconformity. So we actually do have a great unconformity right behind Leeds High School, where the metamorphic rocks at the bottom are 1.7. Then you have the Deadwood Formation on top of that, which is about 500 million years old. So then we get the deposition of all of these sediments on top of this. We're talking a flat area, oceans rising, dropping sediments on top of the rocks then. It wasn't until about 65 to 80 million years ago when we got what's called the Laramide orogeny and the Rocky Mountains formed that the Black Hills actually popped up into what they look like today, into the mountain range that they are today. So the middle mountain range that forms the Precambrian rocks in the middle is nothing to do with the mountain you see today. Okay? So that happened about 65 million years ago. And we've been eroding sediments off the top of that hill for, the last 65 million years. So that's why we've uncovered those Precambrian rocks in the center, and as we move away, we get progressively younger rocks. What's the structure called? It's a dome. Very good. Oldest rock in the middle, get younger as you move away. All the rocks dip away from the center. And then if you're familiar with the open cut, and you've seen those big white stripes up through the open cut, those are rhyolite dikes. They're high silica intrusions, and those are roughly about 45 million years old. And they're actually, we think, one of the reasons why the Lead Deadwood area is a bit higher than you'd maybe expect the Northern Hills to be. It's known as the Lead Deadwood Dome, and they have lots of intrusions up in the Northern Hills from that.
Hi, friends. All right. Whew, it's a little cold. It's a little windy, that's what it really is. But hopefully the wind noise won't affect the camera too much. Are you gonna go pro?
Was that the original commercials for that?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Like, how will you GoPro or something like that.
How will you, Adam?
Norwegian drive-bys, which is what we're doing right now. No, that'd be if we were doing like the triathlon where you shoot also.
That'd be cool. Have a gun strap.
Norwegian drive-by. Oh look, you can see Terry Peak. Whoa, about ate it. I vote for A. Yeah.
This is what we did on the way.
Okay. Yeah, because my knee's hurting a little bit. It's not used to being separated from its other leg. You guys, I'm in pain. I have a blister on my heel. This sucks. I really have no choice but to keep going. F. Alright. Well, gang, it was a pretty good week. I got to do a lot of really fun stuff. I gotta stop saying This is ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I went and explored the lab, and that was really fun, and hope you guys enjoyed all the interesting things that were down there. I know I had a lot of fun down there. Oh, there it is again. What the heck? Anyway. No, cut that. Anyway, hope you had a great week. And I hope you'll come back and thumbs up and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.